Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
It's a pleasure to be here.
It is our passion and our pleasure to interact with all of you as well.
So my question is relating to the transition from third density to fourth density.
Which you are all in the middle of right now.
So in that transition, time should increasingly become more nonlinear, correct?
Yes, it's one of the side effects. Because since space and time are projections of your consciousness anyway, you will find that as you expand your consciousness, going from third to fourth density, space and time will become more flexible, more malleable, more nonlinear, where it needs to be. It will retain some of its linearity so that you won't go spinning off into another dimension that you don't want to be in. But the idea is that it will become far more flexible, yes.
So that would mean that one would experience cause and effect almost instantaneously.
One could, more often, yes.
Hypothetically, if I were to drop my phone now, I might experience...
Whatever process is necessary will be there, but you can reduce the time frame, and sometimes it can appear to be almost instantaneous, but if it isn't, then that process may be necessary to allow you a deeper appreciation of what it is you're experiencing by going through that process.
Okay. So hypothetically, I could experience being the age I am now,
yes,
doing something, and immediately be a different age at a different time in my life.
In a sense, this is what we do when we're speaking with all of you. Sometimes in these conversations, you may be speaking to the 50-year-old version of me. The next moment, you may be speaking to the 137-year-old version of me, because our consciousness shifts up and down what you call our timeline, going to where we access the information we need to answer you, which we may not have at 50, but will have at 137, for example.
And then from your perspective, are you seeing that transition linearly? Are you experiencing being 50 and then immediately being 120?
In our reality, yes, we have evolved to the point where that can be an instantaneous transition for us. We are now involved with different kinds of processes and don't need that particular kind of process to take any time at all. Yes?
What vibrational frequency does that begin to occur at?
Somewhere around the 200,000 cycle per second frequency and up.
And how old are you right now?
158.
Fantastic.
Does that help?
Yeah, so I am very interested in what occurs after that as well.
After what?
After the experience of being, able to transition to different ages, 50 and then 150.
Well, many different things. You can start exploring all sorts of other dimensions of consciousness, other kinds of realities, so on and so forth.
So would the next step be different timelines, or would it immediately jump to different incarnations?
Well, that's really up to you. That's a choice. It's not an automatic thing. You have to make a choice.
Interesting.
But you will have the ability to make different kinds of choices. When you arrive on certain levels, you become aware of what the choices are that have become available to you on that level. That you may not be aware of now. Because you're not the vibration of that level. So why should you be aware of it?
Got it, okay.
It's not relevant. But when you get to that level, everything that's relevant becomes known, becomes available. Yes?
Yes.
Does that help?
Extremely.